So you know how we mentioned in the second one how calamities, they wipe sins away? Well, the third one, and due to the decree of Allah Azza wa Jal, because without the decree of Allah, it wouldn't have been destined. As we know, as we Muslims believe that everything that happens to us is by the decree of Allah, and obviously everything that we do is by the decree of Allah, but we also have choice, so we are held accountable for the choices that we make. But the way that we react to calamities, things such things which Allah has destined for us, for example, like a sickness, the way that we react to them is determines our levels. Okay, so the one who reacts to calamities with patience, he will be honored and rewarded. Okay, and obviously his sins will be taken away, as we just mentioned in the second one. But the one who reacts violently and negatively by complaining and becoming angry, and making a havoc and causing chaos and problems, you know what I'm saying? What reward will he have? What can he really look forward to? Because he wasn't patient during a calamity. He did not exercise patience during the time which Allah has decreed a calamity to strike, something of a test and a hardship to come to him, that Allah may see, that Allah may test him. Is he a true slave of Allah? As Ibn al-Qayyim always mentions, rahimahullah ta'ala, is he a true slave of Allah? Will he still worship and love Allah and submit to Allah and humble himself before Allah Azza wa Jal, his Lord, and be patient? Or will he do the exact opposite? He won't give Allah his right by worshipping him. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, he will complain. He will complain to others about Allah Azza wa Jal. May Allah protect us from this. So there's two different slaves, right? In the third one, Ibn al-Qayyim, he mentions that know that this calamity is from the preordained decree, meaning this was decreed by Allah Azza wa Jal, okay? We know there's a Lawh al-Mahfuz, it's a book with Allah Azza wa Jal, in which He has written everything before He created. And I forgot how many years, whether it's 500 or 50,000 years, or 500,000 years, or 500 years, or 5,000 years. I don't know the exact number, may Allah forgive me, but Allah Azza wa Jal has a book with Him in which He has written everything that will happen, from the time He creates the creation to the day of judgment, to the day of reckoning. So Ibn al-Qayyim, he says, it has been written in the mother of the book before the calamity was created, meaning this was already destined for you before it even came into existence. So it's like Allah Azza wa Jal, He wrote it, and before He even created you. And so when Allah created you, however long the time passed, it was created for you to happen to you, okay? Whatever the calamity or test may be. So he says, so it is inevitable that it would occur, meaning it had to occur, okay? There was no other way around it, right? So you just have to bear it. So he says, thus, despondency, I don't know what this word means, he says, will only increase the calamity. I guess complaining, okay, or being impatient will only increase that calamity. And it's true. It would only make it worse. You know what I'm saying? When was the last time that you complained? Think about this for a second, okay? When was the last time that you complained and you felt good about it? Obviously, you know what I'm saying, there may have been times here and there where, you complain to someone about your problems, but more often so than not, did you feel regret, and did you feel even worse when you told someone about your problems and you complained? Let's be honest, man. I've been through it. You've been through it. We've all been through it. So you just got to be realistic with yourself. You're not going to get much out of complaining about it. But when you bear it, when you put up with it, you know what I'm saying? When you tell yourself, oh, you have to be strong now. You have to be patient. You have to exercise. You know what I'm saying? You have to be more optimistic. You have to think about that for everything that happens, there is an end to it, and there is relief. Allah Azza wa Jalla, He says in the Quran, in Suratul Surat Ash-Shahr, Allah Azza wa Jalla, He says, Allah Azza wa Jalla, He says, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. ألم نشرح لك صدرك ووضعنا عنك وزرك الذي أنقض ظهرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك فإن مع العسر يسرا إن مع العسر يسرا فإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب. Allah, He says, have we not uplifted your heart for you, O Prophet, relieved you of the burden which weighed so heavily on your back, and elevated your renown for you? So surely with hardship comes ease. This is the part that I wanted to mention. So surely with that hardship comes more ease, whatever you're going through, okay? So once you have fulfilled your duty, strive in devotion, turning to your Lord alone with hope. SubhanAllah, beautiful, beautiful translation over here. Wallah, this is one of the best translations of the surah. Beautiful translation, SubhanAllah. So, no, surely with hardship comes ease. And surely with that hardship comes more ease. And you know what I'm saying? Once you're sick and you feel relieved, you know, after the sickness kind of fades and goes away, you feel brand new. I mean, I've had this happen to me many times where I felt completely new, like a new person, you know, after a flu, you know, especially a flu. And I think colds are relevant to anyone, and they, you know, they're seasonal, they come and they go. But I think when you hit a flu, and a major flu and fever, whatever you want to call it, you know what I'm saying? Once you go through it, you feel relieved. You feel new, man. You feel fresh. You know what I'm saying? You feel like you can take on the world again. But before that, you were weak. You were in a state of hardship. Same thing. You know what I'm saying? Times of hardship, times of ease. So Allah Azza wa Jalla, He reminds us that, you know, with the hardship comes ease. So you have to go through hardship in order for you to face ease. And it's like this with everything in life. You know what I'm saying? There's times where you'll feel like you're stuck and you'll be in a very difficult state, but then you'll feel like you're free again because you're more able to do things right now, right? I mean, so many different examples that you can give. We're gonna go on to the fourth one right now, inshallah.